Hello friends! Today I am doing my plastic surgery experience, and the cosmetic surgery that I got is called autoplasty. I believe that's how you say it. Basically, it's the pinning and reshaping of ears. Nothing scandalous, nothing too crazy, but this is my surgery story and I wanted to share it with you all. So I was born obviously with 2 ears, but this ear, however, was out really far. It looked like that pretty much. This ear has always been like this. It was always pinned back like that, but this one was like this. It was out and you could tell the difference. When I was a child, I didn't really care. Nothing really bothered me. I didn't really care about my looks. And if you guys are wondering, I have 2 dogs beside me, so if they move, I apologize. They're napping, they're snoozing. But I didn't really care about my looks as a child. I didn't care that one ear stuck out way farther than the other. It didn't bother me. As I grew older, my family would tease me about it, saying I'm Dumbo but could only fly in circles because one of my ears would stick out, so I would fly in circles. It didn't really bother me that much because I knew they were just teasing me and I know they love me and they didn't really care what I look like, but it kind of hurt. It stung sometimes. And as I got to middle school, I started to care a bit more about my looks. When I came home from school one day, my parents mentioned to me about this surgeon who could fix my ear, make it look relatively the same as this one, and I don't know, I was a little nervous and I'm like, I don't know if I should do this. My parents said, let's just go in, get a consultation, see what the doctor has to say. He can tell us all about it, how much it'll hurt, etc. So we go in for this consultation and I meet the surgeon, and he's a really nice guy. I don't remember his name exactly because it was so long ago, but he had helped my mom with some health issues that she had, so I knew he was good. I knew he was a reliable source. So we sat down, we talked about this procedure of autoplasty, and in the consultation basically he measured how far my ears were away from my head. This one obviously was much farther than this one, and he said, I can make them equally the same distance from your head, and so that's what he was going to do. He's going to make this one just like this one. And he told me that I wouldn't be able to wash my hair for a week, which kind of bothered me because I hate having greasy hair for long periods of time. I can't do it. I usually shower every second day washing my hair. He also said that I wouldn't be able to sleep on this side, on my side, because obviously that would damage whatever work he had done on my ear. That was also a big problem for me because I only sleep on my sides, but I toss and turn in the middle of the night and I have no control over it. That was a bit of a red flag. I was kind of worried, and we went on with that. I wasn't quite sure. I kind of left it alone for a while. I didn't really think about it. One day, Taya, go lay down. One day at school, it was break time, so of course I went to go hang out with my friends and a few of their friends, which weren't really my friends at the time. And this one girl who I wasn't really close with at all, she looks at me and she says, "Did you know one of your ears sticks out way farther than the other?" And of course I knew that. And I said, "Yeah, I know, I was born like this, I'm kind of used to it." And I just laughed it off nervously because I didn't really know what else to do. Sorry, my dog just fumbled the tripod. Everyone else just turns to look at me and examine my ears. And they're like, "Whoa, it is way different. Oh my god, it sticks out so much farther," and all of this. It really hurt my feelings at the time. I tried to make it seem like it didn't, but it definitely did, especially since I just had my consultation like maybe 2 weeks earlier. So I come home, I tell my parents, I want to do the surgery. Let's do it, let's go. They book the surgery, I go in. I don't really remember anything really about the surgery. I just remember afterwards they had to wheel me out in a wheelchair because I wasn't supposed to walk right after the surgery. I had gauze all around my head covering both my ears kinda, and all of my hair was up in it. It was all up in there. And the first week was rough. It was difficult. The first day was fine because I just had so many painkillers in my system. It didn't hurt right after the surgery or anything. I just had so many painkillers in my body at one time. The next week, it was horrible. I could only take baths because I couldn't get my head wet. I couldn't get my ear wet. I had a lot of difficult sleeping because I did happen to switch on to this side a couple of times and it hurt. Like I woke up right away because it would sting. It would be like, no, don't lay on me. Oh, it hurt, girl. It hurt. And so I had to train myself to sleep on this side and not move over to this side, which was really, really difficult, and I don't even know how I managed the last few days. But my time at school was I believe I stayed home the first couple days, and then I'm pretty sure I went to school, and it was Spirit Week. Of course it was Spirit Week. It was also the grade 9 science fair, which I was a part of and I had to be there for. Of course, that's when yearbook decides we're gonna go around and take a bunch of pictures of everyone. So I have, I believe, maybe 3 photos of me in this ugly gauze, which I did cover with a leopard scarf, so it did look a little better. But these photos of me in the yearbook for the rest of my life. Why did they have to take those specific photos of me? I don't know. They couldn't have taken any other ordinary day when I look fabulous. I don't know. If I find a picture on my computer, I will insert it here of what I look like with the gauze and the scarf over top. I will insert that somewhere around here. But I kept getting questions of, you know, what happened? Are you okay? What did you do? All of this stuff. And I just basically told them, it's okay. I chose to do the surgery. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I just had an operation around my head. No big deal. Let it go. And they would kind of leave me at that because they didn't want to upset me or anything like that, which was really nice. That's kind of why I'm making this video now. A lot of people don't know that I got this surgery done, so I want to explain it to them. I want to explain what I did. When I was finally able to get my bandages off, I think it was about a week later, maybe not, I don't know, it might have been more than that. I can't quite remember the details. The surgeon took off my bandages. I hated it. I hated it so much. And I'll just tell you what he kind of fixed here. So I'll show you this ear, trying to look and see if you can see it. So this ear is my regular ear. Well, both of them are my regular ears, but this one was untouched. So basically, this fold here that I have my rook piercing on, I did not have on the other side. This ear is now fixed. I love it. It looks good to me. It was flat. This part was completely flat, which is why it stuck out so much. So it would be like, kind of like that almost. I mean, yeah, it was flat. There was no curve in it at all. So that's what he fixed. And when he took off those bandages, I hated it. It did not look like it does now. It looked fresh. Obviously, I just got the surgery done and now I'm just taking the bandages off. It looked really fresh and really raw almost, I guess you could say. Not like a horrible raw, but it just didn't look pretty like they do now. I hated it. I was like, I shouldn't have done this surgery, I shouldn't have changed myself, I shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have done that, blah blah, why did I do this? I don't know. For the next while, I just learned to live with it. I didn't hate it, didn't love it, I just lived with it. For the next couple months, it was still kind of difficult to sleep. I felt like I couldn't lay on this side for long periods of time because although I could sleep on this side more, it would start to hurt and feel sore if I laid on it too long, which was, you know, a bit of progress though, which is kind of, it's great. And I probably didn't get over that sore feeling, I want to say till like a year later. It wasn't that it wasn't healed, it was that I just felt like it was new and I felt like I shouldn't lay on it for long periods of time. After it did fully heal though, I loved it. I feel like I could wear my hair up if I want to, whereas before I felt like I couldn't really wear my hair up because this ear would stick out so far as opposed to this one. So now they're pretty even and I love them. Looks great to me. I love it. I'm glad I got the surgery. And I'm glad that I was able to do that. Yeah, that was pretty much my surgery. Would I recommend it to anyone? Absolutely, because my personal stance on plastic surgery is if you hate something about yourself and you want to change it and you have the ability to change it, do it. I did this for myself, not because of this girl who pointed out the difference in my ears, because I went to the consultation before that, but that was kind of like the final straw. I didn't want anyone noticing it. I felt insecure because of it. I felt like I couldn't wear my hair up, and now I feel like I can whenever I want. I feel if you have the ability to change something about yourself and you know you will not regret it, you know that you'll follow through with it, do it. No one can make these decisions except you. I don't think anyone else should have an impact on what you want to change with yourself. That's where I stand. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of not so scandalous plastic surgery story. Let me know what you want to see in my next video in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.